Good evening. I'm Karen Tierney, Chair of the St. Francis Valley Healthcare Foundation Board of Directors. On behalf of the board, the foundation staff, and our volunteers, welcome to our 21st annual Tree of Lights celebration. As you may know, the foundation raises funds to ensure support for facility needs, equipment purchases, and services for our healthcare partners at the St. Francis Memorial Hospital in Rainbow Valley, the Valley Manor, and Madawaska Valley Hospice Palliative Care. With another challenging year passing, life as we know it has changed in very many ways. It has not been an easy time. The one thing that has remained steadfast is the dedication and commitment that our supporters have continued to show with donations throughout the year to ensure that our wonderful caregivers have the equipment and the tools they need to care for all of us. We are inspired every day by the generosity of our donors, and we are very grateful for your ongoing support. We have an exciting program planned for you this evening, so without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our MCs for this evening's event. Please welcome the CEO of St. Francis Memorial Hospital, Julia Boudreau, Chief Operating Officer, Gregory McLeod, and our Foundation Executive Director, Aaron Guino. I hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you, Karen. We are delighted to be here this evening for this very meaningful event. Tonight we gather to extend our appreciation and to celebrate and remember our loved ones while lighting our tree in their memory. Your gifts to the Tree of Lights campaign will help St. Francis Memorial Hospital to continue to help provide care for the patients that we serve. We sincerely thank you for your generosity and your belief in the importance of local health care in our community.
Once again, our tree lighting will look a little different, but we are so pleased to find a way to connect and continue this tradition together. Our customary tree will be lit at the Barry's Bay Railway Station, and a second tree will be lit here on the grounds at the hospital. Many thanks to the Township of Madawaska Valley, the Hutter family, and our maintenance crew at the hospital for their efforts to help ensure our lights and memorial trees are ready to go. As part of our program, we have some special guests and surprises planned for you. Let's get started with our first performer, the well-known and talented Corey Coulis, as he sings a Christmas favorite, Jingle Bells. Over to you, Corey.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank, and then we got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One more time. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
What a fun and uplifting performance. Thank you very much, Corey. Our Tree of Lights Christmas campaign provides us with an invitation to show our support of our local healthcare and help us with important equipment purchases and upgrades. Many people do not know that medical equipment is not funded by the provincial government. This year's Christmas Tree of Lights campaign is raising funds for several pieces of equipment needed in our medical unit at St. Francis Memorial Hospital. Medical equipment is expensive, and the cost to purchase the equipment on our wish list will come with a price tag of $75,000. Here to give us more information about the pieces of equipment that will be purchased with your kind support is our Director of Nursing, Mary Ellen Harris. Over to you, Mary Ellen.
Thank you, Greg. This year, our critical equipment needs include 3 vital signs monitors. These monitors are used to measure blood pressure, pulse, and oxygen saturation. They will be wall mount type monitors so that they can be installed in private rooms, which are used for isolation. Another piece of equipment is a wheelchair scale, and this will allow nursing staff to weigh patients who are wheelchair bound. The weight that we can get will be more accurate that way, and it can be used to do things like calculate medication dosages as well as inform decisions related to treatments. Also, a portable patient lift, which helps us to move a patient from an immobile patient, really, from one surface to another, so bed to chair, stretcher to bed, and also in the event of a fall in a common area or a corridor, we can safely get the patient transferred to a stretcher. A blanket warmer is a really nice to have piece of equipment because it really contributes to patient comfort on the inpatient unit, because there's nothing that feels better than a warm blanket when you're feeling sick, when you need to get settled to sleep and you're in a strange place. Additional items that are aging that we're hoping to replace include bedside cabinets, commode chairs, and mattresses. Thank you for your generous support.
Thank you so much, Mary Ellen. As you can see, these pieces of equipment are all incredibly important to patient care here at St. Francis Memorial Hospital. Backed by popular demand is our very own talented hospital choir. Many thanks to all of the members of the choir for taking time out of their busy schedules to stay late after work to practice and to entertain us this evening. The choir will be singing a familiar tune rewritten by Tammy Dunn entitled Unwrapped Gifts.
What an incredible performance. In early November, we had a very busy group of volunteers that helped us to prepare our annual Tree of Lights mail out. This is a huge undertaking, and we couldn't have done it without our team of helpers. Thank you for lightening our load and making our campaign more efficient with your gift of smiles, time, and energy. We would also like to show recognition to our sponsors who assist with the mail-out costs of our campaign, including the Killaloe Lions Club, Quadville and District Service Club, and the Palmer Rapids and Area Lions Club. This year, our Tree of Lights letter highlighted the story of the late Doris Hutter, who was an inpatient at St. Francis Memorial Hospital. We were fortunate to have 3 of Doris's children, Roseanne Hoffman, Christine Hutter, and Lorraine Coulter, sit down with us to recount their mother's story and time spent at St. Francis.
So she had peripheral neuropathy, and so that certainly was affecting, her ability to walk. So she had a walker, and so she was getting around like that. But then she had a stroke at the end of in September, and so certainly every effort rehab to try and get her to walk again, but it just couldn't happen. And so she wasn't able to regain any strength there. So the stroke really.
So she was in Pembroke from the end of September until second week of December?
Yeah, it's usually a
Mid-December.
6-week rehab program, but they
She
extended
wasn't
it for
really
10 weeks with her to just try that extra. But they were, she had some other complicating factors like blood pressure wasn't cooperating, and her heart. I mean, she was heavy too. She had a weak heart, so there were issues with that. So it then became, the goal then was just to get her to be able to, motor around in her wheelchair and, feel good about that. So then we would leave, and you got the late night and the dark and the deer and everything. So when she was finished with her rehab and the decision was for her to be transferred here, we were all very grateful. It was so nice that she could be closer to home. Just any of the tools that were there that were available for her, that were used, she was grateful. She was comfortable, for sure.
She would often say, and it's a quote, "They're very good to me here." That was her quote often. Oh, we met the world.
The world, because we didn't have to worry then, Said, okay, at least she's happy. She'd rather be at home, but she knew she couldn't be at home.
You want her to be comfortable, She lived her life always wanting the best for us, and you want that in return for her.
Yeah.
Thank you to Roseanne, Christine, and Lorraine for being here with us this evening and sharing your experience with us. Doris was a special person who understood the importance of supporting local healthcare. She epitomized the concept of giving back to better the lives of people around her, her loved ones, and the people in her community. The Hutter family, like many other families, will be forever thankful that their loved one was cared for locally by the exceptional staff at St. Francis Memorial Hospital. They are also grateful to have had specialized medical equipment available for their mom close to home when it was needed the most.
One of the highlights of the evening is the angels from our area elementary schools who help with our tree lighting. These children are very special and have been chosen by their schools because they have demonstrated kindness, compassion, and helpfulness in their classroom or school. Now let's introduce our 2021 Tree of Lights Angels.
Congratulations to our 2021 Angels. Keep up the great work at school. Your parents are proud. Now is the time that we've all been waiting for. We're now ready to light our very special Memorial Christmas tree. To help us light this tree this year, on behalf of the school Angels, is our very own Chief Angel, Dr. Jason Malinowski. Is everybody ready? Yeah! Please help us count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not only is this tree beautiful, it is also very special because it serves as a memorial tree for us to look upon and remember a special person who will not be with us this Christmas. Thank you to everyone who has made a donation in memory or in honor of a loved one and for helping us to light our tree. We would like to call upon Roseanne, Christine, and Lorraine, who will hold our ceremonial candles this evening. These candles will be lit in honor and remembrance of our loved ones. We invite you all now to take a moment of reflection while listening to The Season Will Never Grow Old, a special song that the hospital choir has prepared.
Christmas is coming, I can tell by the smiles. I remember the snowflakes that fell from the sky and covered the village that lay sleeping below. Thank goodness the season will never grow. I look through my window well into the night, watching and waiting and hoping I might see one little reindeer fly through the snow. Thank goodness the season will never grow. Christmas is coming, may joy fill your home, and the Spirit be with you wherever you go. Christmas is coming, may joy fill your home, and the Spirit be with you wherever you go. Trees with full branches were the first ones to go. I remember the children who came to the door and sang out the carols we all used to know. Thank goodness the season will never grow old. Around the fire, the warmth of the flame, tiptoeing softly, try not to awake the ones who lie waiting for good things you know. Thank goodness the season will never grow old. Christmas is coming, may joy fill your home, and the Spirit be with you wherever you go. Christmas is coming, may joy fill your home, and the Spirit be with you wherever you
What a beautiful song, such amazing talent. Thank you. There's still time to make a donation to our Tree of Lights campaign, which runs until the end of December. It makes the perfect gift for anyone on your list. We need your help to reach our goal to raise $75,000 to purchase vital equipment for our hospital. Your donations make a huge impact and ensure that our caregivers have the equipment that they need to provide top quality care as close to home as possible. Thank you.
As we prepare to wrap up our ceremony this evening, we will go to Sherwood Public School where Miss Rakoski's grade 4, 5, and 6 class has worked on a special performance for us. But before they do, we would like to thank everyone for helping to make this evening possible, and to you for joining us virtually. Thank you once again for your generosity and for always making local healthcare a top priority. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!